Well, hello and welcome back to another Reality Check VR video. We're going to be jumping into a Pro VR gear accessory, and I wanted to show you guys kind of the things that I had been working on. I told you a long time ago I would get this video out there, so we're going to show you what these modern mag mounts are all about. And of course, I've got a new version of the skeleton holders, and you know, just all around a lot of cool ideas coming. I just want to share some stuff with you guys. So. As you know, I am a one-man operation. I do things here with my old 3D printer, the Lulzbot Taz, and it prints away all the time. I've got quite a few modern mag sets that are going out this week. Here we go. We're going to just do a quick setup. So if you get a box yourself, it's going to be a very, very quick and easy install. So I want to show you guys how to do that just from opening it, and we're just going to go through that right now. So let's take a look at what some of these VR accessories are all about. Alright, we're going to do this first person style. I do apologize for the mess. Before I open up these modern mag mounts, I wanted to see, we've got the original touch coaster right there, the touch holder coaster, and we've got the simple cuts that I made from those. You can see exactly the original design that somebody else created, and then my modification, and then of course the skeleton holders that were made on top of those. So actually, let's install these skeleton holders because these are a new version. These are a new version of the skeleton holders, and the last time I was using these, they worked well, but they were not nearly as robust as they are now. So let's get these going. Alright, these are much more, they're not coming out, not. So as you can see, these skeleton holders are a lot stronger. Even when you put weight on top of your touch controllers, they will stay in, and then you can easily pull them out just like that. And then, like I said, when you put them in there, they actually stay in much stronger than the previous ones. So the new design is much, much better. Woohoo! Ah, cha 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 cha. Ha! Yeah, much better. All right, cool. Let's open the box here and see what we have inside. Oh, actually, this is the one that is the red vapor smoothed version, and I'm not going to put the red vapor smooth. This is a special edition right there. So we're going to go ahead and put the special edition one back. And open up this one right here. Here we go. So what we have here is we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sensor mount sets right there. 1, 2, 3, 4 different sets. And then of course I have 4 extra bases. That way I can put in just different spots. You know, possible mount spots. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Of course we have a rift mount right there. So we can take this rift mount. When we get started, man, we ain't gonna stop. We gonna turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody. I can easily take this and set it right there. Looking good, looking good. So we've got that going right there. Okay, so here we have the 4 sensor mounts, and we're going to make this really, really simple. So what we can do here is we have, when you pull it out, basically these are cable clip holders. So these are simply just made so that we can hold this cable in place. Simple as that. And the nice part is it's really easy to do that. And lastly, each sensor one has just 3 cable holders. We've also got 2 mountable bases, and they're for the different sizes that we have here on the threaded stock. So we of course have the thick one and the smaller one, and I'll show you right here what I'm talking about. So if I take this piece right here and I take it all the way down, this piece is actually the small end. So if I try to put this on this thick one, it will not fit. If I put it here on the smaller one, it'll thread right in, and all of a sudden it's a nice tight piece that can be held right there, just as you can see. So nice and easy, it holds, very simple. But let's say you don't want that one, you want to actually use this top piece. So here with the shorter one, we can just take that one and we can thread it on as well. You just apply a little bit of pressure and thread it on there, and of course it now will stay as well. And you can sit there and put it on, as you can see right there, so no problem. It's going to depend on how tall your ceilings are, of course, on which one you're going to use as far as your size. But I believe that if I'm going to be on the floor a lot, I'm going to want to make sure I have the longer stock. That way I can get the most distance to the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and actually keep mine on this distance right here. Okay, so step 1, I'm going to thread every single base with my skinny stock. Alright, so step 1 is putting the bases on all the sensors. Step 2 is plotting out where those sensors are going to go with your base pieces. You can either use 3M tape or of course putty, and that is included. So I think the first sensor for me is going to go in the back of my room, and I'm going to put that guy right here in the back of my room. Alright, fun stuff. Alright, I just measured. We're going to go a little over 8 feet, about 8.5 feet from the other one right there. All right, just about 8 feet from the other one. We're going right there, about 8 feet from the other one. Push up on that guy. Okay, so for me, I kind of consider that my front. See, these 3 sensors are kind of my front, and I'm gonna kind of have my 4th one is gonna be kind of back off to the right, and that way this whole area is covered no matter what. So my last and final one here. Right there. Alright, so now that we have our mounts placed in all of our positions, the last step is all we have to do is we have to take these little cable spots and we have to map out our spot. So I have here several different cable pieces, and you can use as many or as little as you need. So of course I'm going to use one over here. Apply pressure for about 10 seconds every time you push one on. Alright. That one needs one. It'll have a second one right there. And there I'm done. Yeah, that's right. It didn't take that long at all, although my hair is sticking up now because I was wearing the camera thing. Yeah, enjoy it, laugh. Okay, whatever. So the thing is really, really cool. You can see this setup is actually, it's much more streamlined than before, and these things can very easily just get popped right off. I can pull the cables down at any time that I want to. I can put them right back up with ease, and of course, from right here, from this sensor to that sensor over there is exactly 14 feet. And of course, from this sensor to my corner over here is about 14.5 feet. So I've technically got a 14 by 14 foot square. And of course, as far as the floor is concerned, I've already tested it, and it's more or less an 11.5 by 11.5 foot square on the floor that I have of complete use, even of my hands rubbing the floor. So I'm going to go ahead and do a test with that right now, and we'll go ahead and have some fun. But I hope you guys enjoy this sensor setup, and be sure to look for some more content coming in the future, showing off more of this stuff. And I can't wait to, send a lot more of this stuff out. I'm gonna go ahead and get these orders out as soon as possible, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, bye. Okay, now that we have the modern mag mount set up, let's go ahead and do the Oculus Home setup tracking stuff. Going into my Oculus settings, I go into Configure Rift and hit Run Sensor Tracking, and it's going to go ahead and take a look at those right now. Setup mode. All right. So I've got one sensor right there, one sensor right there, one sensor there, and one right there. All right. I want the front to be, when I'm playing virtual reality games, I want the front to be right there. All right, cool. So I got great coverage, great coverage, great coverage, great coverage, great coverage, great coverage. Set up my Guardian. All right, optimal. Of course it's optimal, it's huge. I can see a sensor, a sensor, a sensor, and a sensor. I'm on the floor, so when you hold it like this, it's going to reposition you in the right spot. Now the floor's down there. Now I've got a sensor, a sensor, a sensor, and a sensor in the front right there. Hit A. Looking good. Alright, I just want to show you how well I'm covered. So first of all, when I'm walking around the room right here, I can walk, there's my, when I start to get very close to my wall, then my piece pops up. I want you to see how well my tracking is. I can go this far. Tracking is just fine.
We leave to keep score. For us it's run and go. For us it's all we know. It's run and go. We think ahead out of force out. We run and go. For us it's in our bones. It's run and go. Oh. We leave to keep score. For us it's run and go. For us.
Hey ho. Hey hey ho. Hee ho ho ho. Okay, so not only do the hands work perfect no matter where I am in this room, but of course I can go down to the floor and my hands are also tracked well along the floor. Not a problem. Woohoo. Alright, there we go. Great setup. Everything's working wonderful. I have a 14 by 14 foot setup and everything is great. I can go on the ground. I can be tracked down here. I can put my hands wherever I want. They could be on the sides. They can be on the side over here. They're tracked and they're still doing thumbs up and they're still doing pointer fingers. Thumbs up, pointer fingers. Yeah, you know. Thumbs up, pointer fingers. Yeah, thumbs up, pointer fingers. Woo! It's all good. It's all good. Super easy, super awesome. And of course, I can configure this room scale any way I want. So, all right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Woo! Maybe we'll play some Robo Recall, huh? How about that?
We think ahead out of force out. We run and go. For us it's in our bones. It's run and go.
That's like the balance beat.
Fucking headsets on the floor.
Caleb, you ready? Right. How did you approach that, man? What was the take? What was the take angle on that?